Welcome to our meditation for the month of Aries. For those of you that are familiar with Aries, they're called the children of the universe. And basically the reason for that is that Aries grow up later than most people. I mean, a child in Aries is 40. And it's considered also a very wonderful and difficult sign at the same time. Like everything in life, it has the polarity. And what do I mean by that? First of all, we know the place of Aries is the head. It's the youngest or the first sign of the zodiac. So it's considered the child. And therefore, they grow up later. They enjoy things more childishly. And this is not a takedown to those of you in the audience that are Aries, because at the same time, they're magnanimous and generous and kind, and they love life and all that it's about as a rule. And therefore, they're governed by the hay, which is the sign, if you will, or the last letter of the great name of the Tetragrammaton, and represents the world of kingdom, or the world of Malchut. Aries is a sign, also represents the ability to love this world that we live in, to find joy in all things. The only problem, or serious problem with Aries, is they're very, very stubborn. And though that most of us seek to go to a problem and find an answer, they will find the problem and try to go straight through the wall. They see the wall, they know that it's there, but somehow they're determined, like Jericho, they can take it down. And that's probably one of the most difficult aspects of Aries. But the letter He, which represents the world in which we live, the world of kingdom, also is the dominating factor in their life. And so therefore, their ability to want now, the ability to want to do things, to push forward, the perseverance that exists there, is also part of that same polarity. So we have, for us, in this month, what we call the month of miracles. The month of miracles, meaning that we know that Moses took the Israelites out of Egypt within this period. And by the great hand of the Creator, the sea was split, and people were allowed to free themselves. And in our meditation, we're going to try to do sort of the same thing, but it won't be the sea, but it will be within ourselves. And then we have the Dalet. Dalet itself, which is a very powerful letter, but it also represents the warring planet of Mars, the only red planet. Mars is a difficult planet, in that if it's aspected in the wrong way in a birth chart, it can mean people with very difficult time controlling their anger, difficulty in relationships, their warring nature. This month, perhaps the biggest miracle will be to control, to overpower that energy of the Dalet, and to be able to bring for ourselves and for those around us a way to control the energy that causes the guilt issues that we have to flare, the anger issues that we have to flare, and to bring ourselves more into balance. And so what the main thing we are looking for is a tool to help us control the differences, the conflicts, the powerful negative things that can and will occur in this month. The ability to walk away from an argument, the ability to find a way around instead of going through something that is almost impossible to go through, and to find a better way to balance our energy. Oftentimes we argue with somebody and we know that there's no end to that argument. This month is our chance to look back, to stand back, and to allow that energy to throw through us and not into us. Raise your eyes a little bit beyond the field of vision and close them. Put your hands flat at your side and your legs flat. And I'd like you to take a walk with me on the beach. It's about sundown. and we see the ripples and the reflection of the moon on the water. We sit ourselves on the beach and we watch the ripples. We see the reflection of the moon. And slowly, the ripples become less and less. And there is more moonlight reflected on the water. For a moment, try to go and feel yourself engulfed in this light, the energy of this light. Have it become surrounding, and feel it enter your body from the top of your head down through your neck, your shoulders, your internal organs, down to the bottom of your feet. Feel that you are engulfed in a place of at-one-ment. And somehow, to feel the freedom of not having to be, but just to be. This is the month of miracles. This is the time when we can understand that our mind, that our being, can control that which is around us. And via the tools of the letters, and with the great help of the energy that surrounds us, we can accomplish in this month what we have not been able to do before. And so, because of the Aries, because of the fiery energy, because of its ability to endure, because of its ability to go beyond and above its nature, is why this month is governed by the hay. The hay, which represents the fourth letter of the great name of the creator of the Tetragrammaton. It is the link by which we join this world to the upper worlds. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. It is the first month. It is the birth and the rebirth. It is our ability to connect with this cycle of life, to renew again. And therefore, I'd like you to come with me and watch the snowflake fall and hold it, and to see its symmetry, for every snowflake is the same size and symmetric weight. It is a miracle. We wake in the morning and breathe. We're given the opportunity to amend and correct that which we didn't do. It is also a miracle. And the gift of life every day. But most of us are not appreciative of the things that are around us that occur, and yet we still lack. via the hay, by taking that letter, putting it into the heart, feeling it rotate through our being, extending from the heart chakra to the internal organs. Feel the hay as it opens on the one side. Imagine it opening our ability to envision life, to see the cup half full, to help us see those miracles which surround us every day. Take the hay, bring it into the heart, and feel the deep impression it has to open that channel. Feel the vibration to open. And imagine any human being you want walking in through the columns of the hay, through the passages into the heart. Feel them enter. Talk to them. Tell them of all the things you didn't say. Hold them in your arms. Feel them. Smell them. Visualize. And if there is not that certain person in your life, then visualize that which you would want it to be and make it present in this moment. For the world of Malchut, the world of kingdom, the world of this month, the powerful energy that it extends to us, allows us to draw the energy from the upper worlds more clearly than in other times to allow this to happen. So visualize this being and allow it to become a part of you. And then to thank them for the time and let them go. For a moment, take the Dalet, which is the letter that created the planet of Mars, and take it into the head. And if you cannot visualize the letter, simply light. And if you can, a blue light, a healing light. Find the place where it cost you the most grief, when we've lost our temper, when we said things that we really didn't mean to say, and yet because of the power of our mind and not blocking it with our spirit, hurt and was hurt. Allow that energy right now, blue light, to engulf our head from the top of our skull down through to the neck, and then the arms and the legs, to heal. That which can be healed. The Dalet, the planet, its energy. It's poor, the word in Hebrew. Dalet also represents poor, but it also represents Dalet. It's an opening. And perhaps that's the reason that when the Israelites left Egypt, they ate poor man's bread. Because they were spiritually poor. But they went through the Dalet. They went through the door. And they were brought into spiritual enlightenment via this great channel of the Dalet. For poorness, true poorness, is only those that find themselves unworthy of the light which the Creator has given them as a birthright. Just think about this for a moment and allow these tools to work for you, through you, and with you in this month. We are gifted all the time by that which is around us. The question is if we're consciously aware enough to realize those gifts. The great forces which we have been given are there. Through the breath that we breathe, through the eyes that we can see with, when we look with our consciousness and allow our mind to stop and the voice to speak through us. Now we need to walk back to the sea, watching our footsteps being caught by the water, just revealing to us what life is really about. But the light that we have given and shared remains in the world of infinity. This is our purpose. Walk with me for the moment. Feel our feet softly on the sand and the warm water gently hitting our feet. We'll count back from 1 to 5, and at 5 we come to the here and now. Deep breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Have a wonderful month, and thank you.